y'all. So I'm sitting here bored and shit right now, just like, well, I feel like talking about something, but I don't know what to talk about. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell people how me and the baby met. And I know a lot of people don't give a damn, but they had a couple of people that was asking me, I want to know about your personal life and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So I'm getting ready to talk about that. Oh no, they didn't say personal life. They said love life. I want to know about your love life. And I'm like, okay. Okay, baby, where am I at? Columbus? I have seen a lot of women pull up in this little pilot that I'm in. Got a lot of women drivers out here. You go ahead, girl. I see you, boo. But anyway, so I'm gonna tell the story about how me and the baby met. So once upon a time, all right now, I had to go pick up a load in Sugarland, Texas. It's like right outside of Houston, and I remember waking up that morning. I was actually late. My alarm clock didn't go off or something. I was late for some reason. I have a feeling it had something to do with my alarm clock. But anyway, I had only had a few months of experience at the time. I was working for Creek Carrier, and I think I had maybe 3 or 4 months of experience. And I go there, I'm all late. I'm looking a hot ass mess. I mean, I didn't have time to, you know, get cute or anything like that. I was late, you know, so I was like, all right. So I go up and I'm wearing this pink, raggedy looking, it was a Warner jacket, because I had worked for Warner before I started working for Creek. So anyway, I had on this pink Warner jacket, and it's all faded and shit. It's not even pink anymore. It looks like fucking white or something. It's all faded and shit. And it got like fucking oil stains and shit all over. I mean, I'm just looking ragged, and I got on these loose ass pants that's like jogging pants type of shit, and I got this little cap on my head with all of my hair pushed up inside of the little cap thingamajig. I had like a little beanie type of thing I had on my head, so I'm just looking rough, right? Like rough. And I'm sitting there. I finally get down. I'm in the door getting loaded, and then they tell me they was like, we're only gonna give you a portion of this load because there's another Creek driver that gotta come and take the other portion. And I was like, okay, I know I haven't been driving for too long, but that sounds like some crazy shit. But okay, I mean, shit, it's their product. I can't, you know, fucking do anything about it. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. So I'm sitting there just eating my sunflower seeds, listening to music, getting loaded. And I see this other Creek driver pull up. And then it was a guy. He gets out and he starts walking towards my truck. And I was like, oh, God. Don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. I'm over there praying. I'm like, please, don't talk to me. You know, and I'm over there. I didn't want to make eye contact with him because I felt like if I made eye contact, then he would feel like it's okay to come talk to me or something. So I'm just like, he's coming like, you know, here. And I'm looking away. I'm like, eating my little sunflower seeds and shit. I didn't want to make eye contact with him. So it didn't matter that I didn't make eye contact with him. He still came over there and talked to me. And I was just like, oh. I was having a rough morning. I didn't want nobody to talk to me, you know. So I rolled my little window down. It's all squeaking and shit because I had an international skirt. It's rolling down. I was like, hey, good morning. How you doing? Or whatever I told him. He was just like, hey. And I see him looking at me with like lust and shit in his eyes right now. I was just like, you know. Because back then, I was still only dating women. I was not interested in guys at all, right? So I'm just like, you know, I could see him looking at me like he want to bite me. Like he just, you know, he just want to eat me up or something, right? So, so I'm just like, you know, anyway. So then we talking and stuff. He was like, yeah, you know, I guess I'm getting the other portion of that load or whatever. And I was like, okay, you know, whatever. So anyway, he going about his business. He go back and sit in his truck. And I ended up going over there because I had to ask him a question because while he was sitting in his truck, I had got a message from payroll that said I put in the wrong number or something. Like when I transfloed my paperwork, they told me like I did something wrong. I was using like the little Transflow app, and I did something wrong. I forgot what it was. So I went over there and I asked him. I was like, hey, do you know anything about this app? Like, do you know how to do it? Do you know what they're talking about? They said I put in the wrong number. So I'm sitting like he actually invited me in the truck, so I just sat down in the truck just because it was hot out there. I didn't feel like standing up. Like, I had no other intentions or anything like that. I wasn't about to fuck the guy or nothing, you know. It was just hot outside, you know. I just wanted to sit down, you know. So I'm sitting there, and then we're looking at his phone and stuff. He's entertaining me and my questions, but really he didn't know anything about the damn app. Didn't know nothing. He had never even downloaded the app. He was transfloring, just going in the truck stop and transfloring. I didn't know that at the time, but anyway, he's entertaining me, you know, trying to act like he know what he's doing and stuff with the little phone. So I'm just like, okay, I finally figured out that yeah, he ain't know nothing. So I ended up going back to my truck or whatever, finished, you know, chilling, getting loaded and all of that. And then on my way out, he kind of flagged me down. He was like, hey, you know, I was like, oh Lord, this motherfucker, wow. I said, hey, what's up? Yeah, hey, what? You know, and he was like, yeah, you know, let's exchange numbers, you know, whatever he said. And I was just like, in my mind, I'll always be his lady. Y'all know that song? In my mind. Anyway, so in my mind, I was like, no, I ain't about to get this motherfucker my number. But I ended up giving it to him only because he had been working for the company for like 3 years or something like that, and I had just started with them. I was only there for like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, so I was like, well, maybe he might be able to help me with some of the company related policies, or you know how each company does things differently and stuff. I was like, maybe he could help me out with this since he's been working here for a couple of years, you know. So I gave him my number, and then that very same day I had to call him for something. I asked him a question like, how do you do this, or how do you, I forgot what I asked him, and then he told me how to do it, and I was just like, okay. And then like I think the next day I had a question, and I called him, and he told me, and then it seems like after that, me and this guy was talking on the phone every single day. And I remember telling my mama about him and stuff. I was just like, you know, I said, yeah, you know, I've been talking to Dennis every day and blah, blah, blah. She was like, y'all gonna end up getting together. And I was like, ugh. I almost threw up when she said that. I was like, ugh, Mom, hell no. I didn't say hell no to my mama, but, you know, in my mind, I'm like, hell no, you know. And then she was like, I'm telling you, y'all be talking all day, every day. And I was like, no, Ma, it ain't like that. I ain't about to do that with that boy. You know, I ain't about to get with that boy. And I'm saying boy, but he a grown-ass man. But anyway, I'm like, I ain't about to do nothing with him. You know, I ain't about to get with him. I was insulted that she even said something like that. Like, Mommy, you know I like women. You know what I mean? I don't mess with guys like that. No. You know, so anyway, we ended up talking every single day. And just from like the beginning of our shifts to the end of our shifts, we was talking every single day. And okay, I've been telling the story for 8 minutes. So basically, long story short, look, after I didn't already talk for 8 minutes, long story short, I ended up falling in love with him, and I didn't want to accept it, you know, because I was convincing people all of my life, you know, that I like women. You know, I mean, that was such a hard thing to do, to come out to my parents, to come out to my associates, and I only had really one friend, and she didn't give a damn. So I'm gonna say it was hard to come out to some of my associates and stuff like that, but mainly my parents, you know. So I finally, you know, get them to get down with the whole program. They finally accepted me for who I am and stuff like that. I mean, from when I was about 14 all the way up till I was 22, which was when I met him. You know, I had been dating women. You know, so all this time I've been dating women, and next thing you know, I'm saying, you know, I'm bringing a guy home, and they're just like looking at me all confused, like, I thought you like women, you know. So I didn't even want to accept it. When I first felt it in my heart that I had started liking him and was slowly starting to fall in love with him, I was ashamed. Not ashamed of like him per se, but just ashamed that I like the guy. I felt like I was betraying the women. I felt like it was a betrayal, you know. So it was so hard for me to, first of all, accept it for myself, but much less try to tell him or anybody else that I liked him. You know what I mean? So, but I finally just got over it. I'm just like, you love who you love. You know, you can't help it. So that's where I'm at now. You know, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody thinks. You know, he's the only guy who I love. He's the only guy that I want to be with. If me and him was to ever break up, it wouldn't be, I'm getting with another guy, or maybe now he didn't turn me out, so now I'm bisexual. It's not like that at all. If me and him was to ever break up, that's the end of men. I'm be with women again, because men just ain't my thing. They're just not, but yeah, that's how me and the baby met. Matter of fact, he bought me this damn hat. That's the only reason why I'm wearing it. I told him, I said, that ain't my style. It look like I'm going fishing, okay? But I'm wearing it because the baby bought it for me. And I don't know if y'all can see in the background or not. He bought me like a little bear sitting right, is it right there? Right there. You can't really see it though. Anyway, but yeah, that's my love story. That's my trucking love story. That's probably what I'm gonna name the video, Trucking Love Story. Trucking Love. I kind of like that. So yeah, I'm hungry and thirsty. Anyway, alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the story. I hope it touches some people. If you don't get anything out of this video, if you don't get anything else, just get that. I just said that. Why did I just do that? I don't know. Anyway, but just get that to be yourself. You know what I mean? I was ashamed, and I'm a strong-minded person. I don't care. I've never cared what anybody thought or anything like that. But I think I was just so ashamed because of so many reasons, and like I didn't even want to fall in love with the guy because of how shit. Like I was trying to stop myself from loving him. You know what I mean? But yeah. If you are gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever you are, don't be ashamed to love whoever you want to love just because. If you know that you gay but you've been pretending to be straight all your life, don't do that. People love who they love. You can't help what your heart feels for somebody else, because God knows if I could have helped it, I would have been with a big titty woman and with a fat ass, not some guy. But I love my baby, and he loves me more than anybody has ever loved me. So don't stop love. Alright, y'all, I'm about to go. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to like this video. I'm not going to tell you to comment and give it a thumbs up. But I wouldn't be mad if you did. You know what I mean?